matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mountaineers about to kick it away and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grow up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Oh, what a move! He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got the quick pass.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great
7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So West Virginia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this one ought to be a ton of fun. A couple of guys who operate at an ultra-elite level.
and you just know you're going to get points today. Both offenses have great signal callers, great quarterbacks, so you know every possession, Jesse, really matters.
Yeah, this is a quarterback duel. Make no mistake about it. And honestly, this game could come down to which guy has the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Tanner. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's going to fire deep. Got it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
To wake themselves up.
Yeah, it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Hendricks. Back open in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Line is set on 3rd down. Quick release on the RPO. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Mountaineers are on the move.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Gators.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell, locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him, not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air, it's Hendricks. Finds his back in the middle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on.
The expressway is wide open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The option look. Quick toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
To the ground with the back. Tackle is made after the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The sure hands, it's Murray.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Steps away to find some room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid at contact. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play...
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. This offense has a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's Hendricks. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burns, and kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin.
Playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang. This has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 10 over the Pandas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Tanner. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the ground, he's got it again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback.
And it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to move it through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes his connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working.
Looking downfield, it's Hendricks. And the pass is intercepted. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. The big thing now don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not turn one play. Just execute the offense.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for a block. It's Tanner. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Makes the grab at the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Skips away from pressure. Smashes ahead. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Toss sweep to the right. Strong, firm tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I know the aggressive plays to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. I think you can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire...
Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love these design runs, goal-to-go situations. Gotta have it. I know I get an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting Cam the rest of the day off. They're up by 25 over the Coyotes. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. Going up top on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. He'll pull it down and run.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's fourth down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
Now on fourth down, they'll try. Splits the uprights, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it out. It's Tanner. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
And the quarterback was down at the 11-yard line.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Murphy. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pick down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. They'll immediately call timeout. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner, not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Bring him to the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
3:25.
He's going to pass. Gonna let it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. What could... did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, bro.
Offense set on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Back to pass, it's Hendricks. And it's picked off for the third time today. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come in the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Sanders. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. Can't stop him.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where this doesn't have to be second.
Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. The kick is up and good. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Back to pass, it's Hendricks. He's right on target. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Red pass, it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to point of attack.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Taking it the other way. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator! about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the offense on first down.
Check, check, check.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Hendricks. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yankee Blue.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in the pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this QB has been on top of him. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Down 55 feet.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd and goal coming up here. Dropping back, it's Hendricks. Now adjusting. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
Man, what an unbelievable stop by this defense. 4th down and goal. You gave up some yards. You stuck with it. You knew the QB was going to have the football in his hands. You didn't let him get to the goal line. The big 4th down stop.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. He'll do it himself. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. And I don't think they got it snapped.
Delay of game. Offense.
A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now on 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. And the Gators are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
Easy.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he makes the catch at the 10. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. All wideouts, no backs.
Jackrabbit.
Dropping back, it's Hendricks. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught near the sidelines, he'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Back to throw, it's Hendricks. The quick out.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Your quarterback sneak's going to get it.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Ready to fire from the pistol.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Gator. And the route is on.
And how about them tight ends showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Georgia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. He's got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. New set of downs after that completion.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. How bold will they be on third down after that last?